So there were these 10 virgins in Matthew 25. 5 of them were wise and 5 of them were silly. 5 of them, they all had their lamps, for one thing. They were all lit. They were waiting for the bridegroom. When he came, they were going to go out to meet him. Apparently, they figured he was going to come at night because they had lamps. So they figured he was going to come at a time of darkness. So there was 5 of them who had extra oil. There was 5 of them who did not. So I kind of thought about the fact that it's good to have a flashlight, but it's wisdom to take extra oil, to have extra batteries. And so what happened, of course, if you know the story, is that the bridegroom delayed his coming. He didn't come when they thought he ought to. He didn't come when they thought he should have. He didn't come when all the scriptures pointed to. Their understanding wasn't right. He didn't come then. But he was delaying his coming. So, all of a sudden, a voice sounded, a trumpet sounded, ba-da-da-da! The bridegroom cometh. And all the virgins jumped up, and they grabbed their lamps and they go to run out, and the 5 go, oh my gosh! We've had our lamps and we set it on a hill, but you know what? It's almost out of fuel. Give us some of your fuel, 5 wise virgins. And the 5 wise virgins said, no. Because then there might not be enough for any of us to go meet the bridegroom. And the bridegroom wants to be met. Go buy yourself some. And so the 5 foolish virgins went to go buy some. While they were gone, the bridegroom came. Everybody went into the room and the door was shut. They went into the chamber and the door was shut. They went into the ark and the ark was shut. The door to the ark was shut by God. And so the 5 foolish virgins who now had extra oil but did not get to meet the bridegroom knocked on the door and said, hey, let us in. And the voice behind the door said, I don't think I know you. Hey, we're the 5 foolish virgins. I don't think I know you. And so they never got to go in. They never got to get in. Now you can see the analogies in this, but this teaches us to A, be prepared. B, we don't have all the candles on this cake. We don't know exactly when the bridegroom is going to come. We think we may know. We think we have enough. We're squeezing by. This oil will do. It's just enough. It's just enough. Squeezing by. Enough is never enough. Enough is never enough. Any prepper knows you need more, just in case. So, it teaches us a couple of things. It teaches us patience, doesn't it? It teaches us to do the right thing, to think ahead, to be prepared, to trim our lamps, to keep ourselves sharp, to keep the light bright. Teaches us that when he comes, he wants somebody to come out and meet him. Teaches us that he will shut the door, whether you're there or you're not there. The door will be shut. And teaches you that you need to know his heart. You need to know his heart. He didn't even know these 5 foolish virgins. They didn't understand him. they didn't understand that it costs everything. It costs all you have to get in that room. It'll take every last bit of oil to get in there. You won't have any money left to go buy some. You see, the 5 wise virgins, they didn't need to go buy any. They'd already spent all that they had. The 5 foolish virgins still had some left over to go buy. They hadn't spent all they had. They had spent a portion of it and kept some for themselves. That money you could have spent on oil doesn't mean much when you hear that voice behind the door say, I don't think you were invited. I don't remember you. You don't know me.